Welcome back to Family for the Life Entertainment. Smoking right now, tangiers, shisha. Right now I have pineapple and coconut, which is truly amazing. Shout out to Eric, RP Eric. He really was innovative in his design and his flavors. Even having the tangiers cold, quick lights. And I don't like quick lights, but these quick lights are amazing. Light up in 1 minute. A little too much ash, but it's okay. Um, so I like Leo orange coals because they don't have ash, but it just doesn't hit the same as Tangier. So like I exclusively smoke Tangier shisha with Tangiers coals, and it's a different experience because Tangiers love heat, unlike Vecna. Stranger Things, if you a Stranger Things fan. And I say the pineapple coconut is a perfect mix. I put a little experiment in it. Honestly, I have to put in with everything. Um, and I have another bowl lighting up. That's pineapple, coconut, cool and strawberry, Eric's mango, RP Eric again. Um, they're like the apple of hookah. He was like the Steve Jobs. Truly amazing. Because I like the Russian must have dark side element, um, all those other brands. They're great. You know, um, they're amazing. I love them. Like I smoke them. But Tangiers is a different experience. And it's like when you smoke Tangiers, you know the difference. It's a brand. So just like branding with everything else, with food, drinks, and everything like that, you can taste the difference. If you just taste it pure, like if you drank Jose Cuervo versus Don Julio versus Patron versus, I don't know, Three Amigos versus Pantalones, you can taste the difference in all of these brands. And Tangiers just has this distinct taste. So what I want to do is switch over to my Cool and Strawberry, Eric's Mango, Pineapple, and Experiment. It was a lot. I was like, you got to overpack, and it's a dense pack, but you got to overpack and push down. I was working on this. It's my first time smoking pineapple coconut, with Experiment. But I was like, let me try something else because this was great. And there's so many different mixes I have in my head. I have like 20 Tangiers flavors, um, but I just like I gotta mix them. Like, I can just smoke this by itself. I gotta mix this with this. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button for more content. You haven't noticed by now, I love hookah. Um, and the hookah experience is different when you go to the club and they pack whatever they want for you and they smoke out whatever hookah they have versus when you start buying it yourself and getting quality things because everyone's going to overcharge you. You go to the club, a $60 bottle of Hennessy is going to be $300. It's going to be the same Hennessy. Now, what you mix it with is going to make a difference. Um, and I like to complement my hookah with my drink. So I'm drinking barbecue, a little pineapple, orange liqueur, makes a difference. But if you really want to like be mellowed out, drink some wine so you don't get too buzzed out too fast. Tangers has a good buzz on its own. So let's try this. Oh man, Eric's mango, delicious, juicy mango. Then I feel the coconut, taste the coconut. Cool and strawberry, maybe I could use a little bit more. But I love cool and strawberry, but not as a standalone flavor. I like to mix it with things like I do strawberry, cool and strawberry with pear watermelon is a good mix. But I like this mix. This is very good. I just have to work out the ratios. A little bit less coconut, a little bit more strawberry cooling, a little bit more experiment, and a little bit more Eric's mango. It is definitely an experience. Um, People don't know like the colds that you have, like the cheap, quick, like colds they try to put in the club are terrible. Give you a headache. But these don't give you a headache. They're good. Just a little too much ashes, but I love it. And you know, it's like a bartender, like the hookah specialist. So it's like a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and then you work on it, and you perfect blend. It's like I've mastered bottom leaf, so I've moved on to dark leaf, which is more potent, but the flavors are just so much, you know, vibrant, and stronger, and juicier than like blonde leaf. Definitely good smoke, good session. I'll smoke this for like 45 minutes, an hour. It's good. Doesn't burn out quick. I've never like done added coals or anything. I just like move on to the next t-shirt. That's how I am. Like blonde leaf, dark leaf. I'm like, I used to. Oh, let me put the new coals. I haven't mastered that because I always mess it up, and then the flavor just always just dies out. So I always just move to the next flavor, and that's an expensive habit. I don't suggest it. Try to like do new coals and stuff like that. But I'm like also trying to make content, so I'm trying to like test out the flavors by enjoying the flavors. It's definitely a process. I have to get the mic guard. I don't know how to put on this mic. I'm not a technology guy. I'm not a builder. You know, my expertise lies in hookah and tequila and all that stuff like that. Music. I'm really not good at this, but I'm working on it. Shout out to Hookah John. He provided this. Um, Tola Wanda Moore provided tequila, and um, Five Star Hookah supplies some other flavors as well as accessories. These are my go-tos. Total Wanda Moore, um, 5starhookah.com, hookahjohn.com. They're great. Great prices. You don't feel cheated. You don't feel like you spent too much money. You know, this is for people that like to smoke hookah on a frequent basis. Because I've yet to find tangiers in stores. I find Element, I find Must Have, and I find Dark Side. Not too often, not to a lot of a lot of different places, but online I get everything I want. It's like Amazon. It's like the Amazon for hookah. Like you go to Hookah Star, 5starhookah.com, or you go to, hookahjohn.com. It's like the Amazon. Express delivery. Get exactly what you want, get the discount, comes to you fast. It's just a great experience. But it's a good mix. I'm gonna smoke this about 45 minutes, but I'm gonna go continue to listen to Tory Lanez Chicks tapes because that just came out. Like he released it on distribution platforms. We used to listen on Skrilla, I think it was. It was like separate, but now he just put it all together. And Chicks Tapes 5 and New Toronto 3, all his Tory Lanez. He's doing amazing things in jail, and I love it. But free Tory Lanez, Max B is out. We're just gonna have a lot of good music this year, and I'm really excited to hear. I love to hear Tory Lanez, Max B record. And, I love to hear Tory Lane and Drake. Like, there's so many people I want to collab. Like, just put that beef and the ego to the side. Just make good music. That's all I ask for. But anyway, if any fed lives entertainment, you like the content, hit the subscribe button. And that's it. Happy New Year. Good stuff.